What up, YouTube? It's your boy Zai. You already know what time it is, man. Yeah, I know you seen the title. It's basic clickbait. I didn't get exposed. I know there's a few cats out there that, you know, I won't even say they're anybody in particular because they're dropouts. So they're looking for any opportunities to bring up my name. And let me just say off the back, like I've said in prior interviews and really had no qualms about saying it because it's a part of my whole thing. But when I was younger, at one time I was going to be from 2Ps, and then somebody also wanted to jump me into Swans, but it never happened because I didn't allow it. It's not that, you know, that I didn't really see, you know what I mean, but I just didn't really see no benefit in it. The pull of the double S, even at that age, was a lot stronger than blood ties outside of my relatives, and seeing that they were mostly in jail and YA and all that and really didn't have too much time for me. You know, I think that's a reason why also that I didn't go that route. And plus, you know how my pops brought me up to be, and you know, his influence as far as like the Watch for Sanford and stuff like that. Now, Pacoima, I grew up in that city. You know, a lot of my best friends are from Vargas that are from Pacoima now, but I do have relatives from 2Ps. Now, this dude, whoever he is, I don't even know because I didn't watch the video. All I heard was something about exposing me, and then I seen a B hat, which I got from Banning when I lived in Banning, and the hat was just tight. I like it. Now, a red rag, I love red. And the only reason I refrain from wearing so much red is out of respect for the homie from upstate. Seeing that I got on social media and, you know, pushing the whole double S thing, I refrain from wearing so much red out of respect for them, and seeing that I was actually interacting with them and having dealings with them, and, you know, and seeing that they were already fighting a war up there. So, you know, I didn't want to be one of those homies that's just flaunting in their face, you know, the red rag. But to be honest, like, I wear whatever color I want. And it's like, and it's not disrespect or no disrespect to anybody. It's just, as a man, I just wear whatever I want. If I want to wear all red, I'll wear it because I can. For the people that understand, Los Angeles is different. Like, the only one that really plays color games down here is the Bloods and Crips. And nowadays you can see Crips that's in all red and Bloods are in all blue. It just doesn't really matter. Everybody pretty much down here has their own particular way of doing things. Like I said, I refrain from wearing so much red just out of respect for the homies that's representing double S and they're constantly up against it upstate. Down here, we don't really do it because there's really no reason to really trip off it. Now, and let me just point out a few things, because I know it's mostly the black thing that has people up in arms about it, black and then wearing red. But I'm black and I wear blue, and I'm black and I wear green, and I'm black and I wear orange. I wear whatever color I want if it fits whatever I'm wearing at that time. But to say I dislike red would be a lie. I love red. But like I said, out of respect for the homies that's upstate, I refrain from wearing as much of it because I know about their struggle. Now, let me get into it for the people that don't know. You got 18. They wear a lot of blue. The homies said they also wear gray. And I seen a lot of them, they wear black rags. You had MS. Some MSs wear certain colors. Other MSs, the one near the 20s and the Outlaws and all that, they wear red. I've seen them flamed up. I've seen their chicks flamed up. Watch from Harpies, Burgundy. You know what I mean? When there's a long history of that. Culver City, all red rags. Santa Monica, black rags. Who else? Brown rags. You know, and it just goes on and on. My homies wear Stanford hat, freaking Stanford hats, burgundy. Some of my homies are flamed up. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just a way of doing things down here. And this is not to even get on here and try to explain why I wear red. It's just, I wear red if I want because I'm a grown man. Now, the picture that this particular cat had, I had already been out of prison like 4 or 5 years. Like, if he goes on the same thing, it's gonna show 1 minute I'm flamed up, next minute I'm dressing like a cholo. 1 minute I got a red shirt on, the next I got a big ass 13 on my back. So it's like, I don't know where the exposing part came in. Like, I'm still trying to figure out like where I got exposed. I didn't hide it. I mean, if I really thought it was like something that was detrimental, I needed to hide it, I just would have erased all the pictures. I'm still in control of every social media outlet I got. I could have just, but why erase a picture that was good? The only thing that's off-put about it, or off-putting it to other people, is the red thing. but I don't care what other people think. I'm just me. I haven't really been on here being disrespectful because, you know, you had all these cats reporting my videos and then you got me a strike here, a strike there. And, you know, people are constantly trying to get me to react so they can get my channel removed. But the only reason I chose to speak on this was not so much to even explain why I had it on. It's just to let you know that I don't care. Like, I'll wear red if I want. But like I said, I will reiterate this fact. I stopped wearing as much red. I still wear red, but I stopped wearing as much out of the simple fact that there's homies that, you know, they have issues with certain, and then, you know, but to be honest, it's not even norteños that are even complaining. They don't care. It's dropouts that are looking for any reason to say something. And what's crazy, like, this is a crazy part. When you sit down and you talk with northerners, like I've talked to a few when I was busted, it's a respect thing. And some of them, their color was blue. And then they would get into it their own because these fools would get out of jail and push the agenda like we're all red rags. And they were, you know, they were up against it like, nah, hell nah, you know. Dude's whole color of Cowboys was their neighborhood color. But due to politics in prison, dudes start adapting this certain, you need to wear red and you need to wear this. Down south, we wear what we want. And I don't know if you've been really paying attention, but dudes be flamed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, it is what it is. Oh, and another reason I stopped wearing as much red, even, you know, certain colors, because it's mistaken identity. Like I said, like, you know, when I would, back in the days when I would go to the slots and swap meet and I have like certain jerseys, you know, there's times where I've got run up by 18 because, you know, it's a 13 jersey. And then there's other times fools have thought I'm from 18, or if I'm in this particular neighborhood, they think I'm from here. So it's always mistaken identity. So I chose to just hold tight to what I've grew up in, and that was pretty much the whole Cholo style, and I reverted back to my old ways. Now, I say all this to say this. If you're gonna expose me, let it be something that's actually exposing me, like I'm a hoe or something, or, you know, something detrimental, not the color of what I got on. Like, you gotta, are you trying that hard, dog? There's too many homies down here that love red for them to trip off of. The only ones that are really trip off of it are cats. I don't even know what they think anyway. I don't care what nobody thinks. I don't care if fools ask me anything, like, because at the end of the day, I'm willing to run it with whoever. I'm gonna wear whatever color I want, you know what I mean? It's just, that's what men do. You know, you get out after doing all them years, you put on whatever color you want. Now, if you want to be, if you're scared and you're afraid what people are gonna think, then yeah, stick to the norm. People do it all the time. But me, I might just put on a red shirt for this next video. Like, I don't know how dropouts equated red with northern. Like, this not your color, dog. Like, you adopted that color because you got bitched out. Like, you know what I mean? Just to be brutally honest, like, it's like the whole 13, 14 thing. Like, it's funny how we and then you came for, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, but I digress. This ain't even got nothing to do with the whole northern south thing, because at the end of the day, they're not even the ones complaining. The ones that are on the internet, you know, looking for this, they're not even, you can't even call yourself a norteño, because now, don't get me wrong, when it comes to the double S, like, the rules are stringent, you know what I mean? But there's certain loopholes to doing certain things. Now, as far as I know from, like, northerners, you are on a real tight leash. You might as well be a structure on how tight your rules is. You know, the northerner have always thought and conduct themselves more militant than anything. That's why, you know, but I won't go into, like, their whole thing, but I'm just saying, like, the dudes that's on the net that's claiming to be norteños and talk, they're not northerners. Look at them, all dropouts, all X this, X that, excommunicated, X'd out. Like, they're all them, you know what I mean? But they're looking for views, and they'll do whatever they're gonna do. Like I said, if I felt ashamed about anything, I would have just ripped all them videos down, or any type of picture I took. But, you know, for the people that know me, like, I've been doing it so long that you cannot find no holes in the thing. Like, every time you look, it'll be like stolen pork, no blood, no, stolen pork. And then here's a catch. Here's a thing right here, the clincher. That was when I got out. I had been out like 5 years. If I would have been a sangre anywhere between that time, from Buco Empire or whatever, I would have got exposed. I ran into family members, 2Ps. I ran into other fools from Coin Power. There's no way in hell you gonna be from 2Ps and then come to prison and switch up and they don't expose you. They gonna want theirs. The same way being a Southerner and try to come to jail and claim something else. They gonna want theirs. You know what I mean? It's just like, you can't be in prison as long as I was and not get exposed. Like, if you got any type of, it will get exposed. So that's just for the people that understand how things work. You know what I mean? It's one of those things like, you know, it's not even defending my thing. Like I said, I'm gonna wear whatever color I want because I'm just that guy. I'm Zod. You know what I mean? Look, trip out. And this is before I end the video. Fool said that something was gonna happen to me. 8 years now, nothing. Fool said they'll run into me and do whatever. I'm not saying who said that, but you know, people have said it. Ran into multiple people I know had issues with me. Humble. And the ones that play like they really want some have seen me and did nothing. And for the people that proclaim that they would do something, ain't trying to see me. They hide in their little cubby holes. They're not coming out. So it's like, if we can't fade you, what can we do? We just look. Whoever was on there, they were looking all through my Facebook. They were looking all through old IGs. They were looking through everything to try to find something. But at the end, you didn't expose nothing. Homies down south wear whatever color we want. We wear red, we wear green, we wear blue, I wear pink. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm feeling a little zesty since, you know what I mean, if I wore pink, you know, that's what you would proclaim. I think I got some pictures on my IG where I'm in pink. It's like a whole cancer awareness thing. Maybe you can bring that on there and expose me that way too. Or, you know what I mean? I don't know. This should be so common because I swear to God, the internet is undefeated. Like, you dudes couldn't see me with the knuckles. You couldn't get me got. And it's just like, now you're just looking for anything that you can to like. But at the end of the day, I just don't care what people think. If I did, I wouldn't be disrespecting people's dead. I wouldn't be doing none of that. I just, half the stuff that you guys try to put on the internet, I would just ran from it. But I just love it. It's chaotic. Even at my age, I just love it. It's like, as much as I try to get away from like these subjects, people just constantly bring me back. It's like they need me to be relevant. You know what I mean? They and not for me to be relevant, but they need to mention me in order for them to be relevant. Because to be honest, some of these channels, if they didn't talk about other people, their channels would have been dead. It's just funny that the cats that pay attention to these cats are supposedly good, and these dudes are all trash. Like, they're all trash. And cats still listen to them. Like, it's just, which is whatever, you know what I mean? To each his own. You got to get your money where you get it, you know what I mean? Me, myself, I just made this video before I go into work. You know what I'm saying? And get this money. YouTube ain't paying me enough, you know what I mean? But, you know, every once in a while I got to get on here and dress like clowns. Not even to address you, just to tell you that I don't care. And I got other shit that I'm wearing red. Like, you should have just went and got that. Like, super red. Super flamed up and still double S-ing it. What can I say? I can't even say nothing. All I know is I'm about to get a check today. No, actually, I get paid tomorrow. I get paid tomorrow. But I'm about to go in here and earn this extra check. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess figure out something else. That didn't work, so you got to figure out something else, you know? Maybe actually grow some webs and rush me, you know what I mean? So, and then be like, oh, I exposed him that and get beat up, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm too old to really entertain it. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go buy me a pair of red Jordans tomorrow. Oh, hold on. There's a red right there. You see what I'm saying? Well, this fool cripping in blood now? Like, what is that? You got the powder blue and for neighborhood? That's gonna be the next rumor. But I tell you, I do got a lot of family. No disrespect to no Damus or Keyways, you know. Our neighbors don't got beef with you guys because we just don't got, we're valley, you know what I'm saying? So it's rare to have conflict, you know what I mean? Unless you're like in Pacoima, but like, you know, we don't even see it like that. Color things is just like whatever. You want a red rag? Sport a red rag. green rag, sport a green rag. Just gotta worry about where you at, you know, cause that's to get you killed. In Koima, where the red rag might be over, you know what I mean? But I mean, I was doing what I wanted to, so with that being said, man, shout out to all my readies from 2Ps, so whoop, you know what I mean? Shout out to all my keyways, shout out to that double S, boop, boop, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to anybody out there really represent, you know what I mean? But you gotta find a different way to expose me. Say he ain't from Panama next, you know what I mean? Like this guy just trying to be Latino or Afro-Latino. I'm black, but whatever. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, and that knot's still there, man. Whoever said they gave it to me. You know what I mean? Or I got knocked out by a northerner. When, I never know. Maybe I got knocked out and didn't realize it. Anyway, enjoy your day. Oh. So whoop. You know what I'm saying? Big B's. You already know, man. It's something pork on my fuck what you talking about.